Hey y'all, I'm hoping this is syncing up right. If not, sorry. But I'm here to talk about um, basketball wives. Not that it's worth me talking about. I just wanted to come by and give my opinion. And it's real late, so I'm kind of tired. Well, I'm not that tired. Not enough to go to sleep. But I just wanted to talk about how I felt about this hideous episode. And about how, Tammy, you just seem like you just get worse by the season or the episode to me. And we need to boycott you or something, do something to get you out of here. But anyway, I'm really not going to go scene by scene. Basically what happened was, they took a stupid trip to Tahiti. Susie is just such a waste of space. Well, let me first start off saying Royce had a little confrontation or whatnot with her father about her boyfriend and about her parent skills and the whole nine. And basically she and her boyfriend and her dad just kind of sat around the table at one point saying how needy she is, which from what I've always thought was the case. But I do agree with Rory as far as I don't think that they should have put her on blast like that, or her boyfriend I think should have took up for her. But he just sat there and co-signed him like, yeah, you can't be needy at times, so he a bitch. But I kind of always thought he was like that. But getting back to it. She was really upset about how her dad don't mention how he's proud of her. It's always more so about what she's doing wrong. And controversy, he was more so concerned about her son and how she brings multiple men around her son. And if you guys watch or follow my videos, you know how I feel about that. In my top 10 ways to tell if she's a hoe. Women who don't have any problem bringing any man that baps they damn eyes at them around their son as if it's going to be a permanent, everlasting, happily ever after situation. As if, he won't just, the guy will never just walk off or take off and leave you. Like, I don't like girls that move that quick myself. However, Royce does come off as needy, and obviously it's the reason why. It's obviously something going on with her internally. But whatever. That was that scene. The dog was so cute. I don't even like dogs, but that little dog that she was holding was so cute. I don't like the way I don't like to see nobody cry, but I really found her crying to be very disturbing, and I just wanted it to stop, but I do wish everything, wish her the best, but I do think she need to ditch that guy that she's currently seeing. It's just something don't seem right about him. Alright, but I do agree with what the father, being concerned and all, but alright, that was that scene. I'm not going to take too much time with that. Moving on, the scene with, I didn't pay too much attention. Oh God. Chad and Evelyn laying in the bed. Chad is funny though. He's just mad, disrespectful, but she a hoe, she don't care. She ain't going nowhere. She don't mind, him disrespecting her at any given chance and just being mean. So basically he don't take her seriously, as if anyone does. It's Evelyn. But they were laying in the bed and she was talking about the honeymoon. Who cares about what they should do for the honeymoon? And he basically just sitting there with his eyes closed like that saying, oh, so I'm on my deathbed right now and you just gonna talk about honeymoon and just being ignorant. So that was that scene. Evelyn, you signed up for that man, so guess what? You gonna get the boost, you gonna get the BS and the coonery he has to offer. So did I say it right? Coonery, yeah. You're gonna get the coonery and the foolishness and the sluttiness that everything he has to offer, he's throwing your way and the baby mama. So you signed up for it. Buckle up your seatbelts because it's coming. I need to get to bed. Anyway, moving on. So basically, they sit around. Shiny, of course, her just sitting there, not saying nothing as usual. Well, let me just cut to it because everything else is just. If I leave something out, oh well. We're just gonna skip straight to the Tahiti trip and how Tammy was being a bitch to Keisha from the gate. First, Keisha was coughing and she was saying how the germs flying everywhere, don't nobody want to hear or get all that virus or all, all those germs, which I thought she was covering her mouth, but maybe she wasn't doing it, like open hand like that. I think she was just doing it like that. But it was petty. That's basically the point I'm trying to make. It was petty, it was ridiculous, and Tammy was just being a bitch. And that one little scene, and I would have checked you, Tammy, a long time ago. I wouldn't even went if it was that bad, and But and then it was one scene where they was sitting somewhere, and Tammy had her purse right next to her. And, well, no, it was she, Evelyn, and Shani in the front row, and then I guess Keisha and non-factor Susie was coming, like in the second row. And Susie was like, she'd be starting mess, saying, you should sit up there, Keisha, next to Tammy. And Tammy goes, nah, my purse right here. And it's just like, it was disgusting to watch, So then they go on, they're greeted by all the Hawaiian people, the Tahiti people, with the leis and all that good stuff, which was nice. And they welcome them to the bungalow or hotel, I don't know what they call it. And they eventually go by the beach or, with the sharks and stingrays and what have you. And so they basically, Evelyn, dumb, trampy self, say from the gate, I'm not going in the water, I'm not going in there. And Tammy's like, oh, I'm not going in there. And Keisha's, I think first she said she was, and then she backed out because she got scared. I mean, who wouldn't? There's sharks and stingrays in there. But I guess it was okay for Evelyn and Tammy to back out and not go in. But I guess it wasn't okay for Keisha to back out. Just hoes. So, and let me say this, because even though I'm tired, I just have to stress this. If anyone has a problem with me using occasional profane language, please click this video off right now. Click it off right now. I don't want to hear any comments or any inbox, any messages about how my profane language or some of my references or whatever that I'm saying is offensive. If it's offensive, don't watch it. I mean, I don't believe in changing my speech just because the general public has a problem. I mean, your ears aren't virgins. I'm sure they heard much worse things. And as far as I'm concerned, everyone swears, or at least most people do. So let's not fake the funk. Unless I'm talking about you personally, just go to sleep. Alright, moving on. So, they are, where were they? Yeah, so they were by the beach, and the sharks and stingrays come flying about, or come swimming about, and Keisha finally decides to get in after they basically just peer pressured her to get in. Particularly Tammy. And she even called her a bitch, I think. She was like, yeah, bitch, get in. I'm just like, oh. It was just horrible. Just major disrespect. So she finally got in the water, which I thought she was crazy to do. She got in there, along with Susie, I think. And off the blue, you see all these sharks and stingrays. And I thought it was funny. Because Evelyn, oh God, them old troublemaking tramps. they just basically standing around saying, "Oh my God, it's a bunch of sharks, swimming towards you. Oh my God, it's like 7 or 8 of them." And then Tammy, the big bad wolf, is basically saying, "Oh my God, it sure is. It sure is. It's 7 or 8 sharks. Don't panic. Don't panic." And I'm like, really? I mean, your butt was already panicking because you didn't even get in from the gate, mind you. But now that she's in there, you want to act out, "Oh, it sure is 6 sharks swimming right around you, but don't panic. Don't panic." You're just such a... Tammy, you just so mean, it's ridiculous. Like, they should have banned you from the show. It's just ridiculous how mean and how just evil you were to that girl. So, of course, needless to say, no one thought it was necessary to cue a lifeguard. Well, I don't think it would have been lifeguards on duty. It was a public beach. I don't think they are. But, of course, no one took it upon themselves to call for some type of type of security around the beach to save the girl or anything. I doubt something serious was going to happen to her, but still, it's a bunch of sharks and stingrays swimming around you. I think anybody with common sense would panic. I mean, just saying, whatever. So then, of course, we get to the end, which is the climax. Let me look at my time. Okay, and how they basically, Tammy, so of course, everyone's drinking. Now, y'all know Tammy and liquor don't mix. And basically, Evelyn and Shawnee, her so-called friends, are sitting here watching her drink, not stopping her, not monitoring, just sitting there laughing like it's nothing. So, of course, she's at her, she get her lick, she really get going with her liquor, as we all know. She a mess without it, but she really a mess with the liquor. So, she picks a fight, once again, picking on Keisha, saying it was brought to my attention. Really? Keisha, first off, I thought it was funny how you even sat on her side. I would have sat so far away from her. I'm like, why is she sitting by her? But whatever. So Tammy basically was bringing to Keisha's attention how it was brought to her attention that Keisha was talking mess about how she would go off on her. I mean, really, it wasn't even worth you bringing up. I mean, you just look like a punk. You look like a bully, Tammy, because... So what if she said whatever behind your back? You act like you don't talk behind these chicks' backs. And that's what I don't like. Like who does she think she is? Like, you always talking behind somebody's back. But I guess that's okay. But nobody else can talk behind your back. I mean, you can't control what nobody say. So, Tammy, I will say this. Your daughters in this alleged music so-called career they got going on, they'll be real smart to get rid of you fast, because you gonna run them in the ground before they even get started. Seriously, like, y'all, Tammy's daughters, little girls, if y'all listening, y'all need to seek new management, because a person like that is in no shape or form prepared to handle anybody or take care or manage anybody or anything. She can't even manage herself and her attitude. So how she gonna manage her daughter's career or anyone's career for that matter? So, but this is just my comment based off the last episode, I believe, when they kind of showed the scene of she wanted Royce to kind of teach them how to dance or whatever, which I thought was crazy. So, and then that whole childish, I knew I left something out. The whole childish thing about y'all getting a dead fish to put in Kenya's bed. Come on, y'all sound like some kindergarten kids. Like, y'all sound like somebody, that sound like some kids, some childish stuff. That a bunch of little kids will sit around and try to, pull a prank on somebody else. Seriously, talking about we should get a dead fish. I'm sure y'all know all about dead fishes, because y'all look like y'all been through a bunch of STDs sleeping with all those doggone basketball players. It's probably a practical joke to all y'all, because you probably smell like dead fish down there due to your enormous or numerous sexcapades that you've been having with these basketball, or in Evelyn's case, basketball and football players, and more men than that. I'm sure y'all know all about dead fish and how it smells and how it can stink bad, based off your own, what do call it, box. So I guess that would have been funny to y'all, but it's not funny to me or anybody else. Like, that's disgusting. And I wish somebody would have even attempted to pull even her. Somebody would have got cussed out by me. I mean, dead fish is not a funny or practical joke to me. You know what I mean? It's obviously funny to you because I'm sure you know plenty about dead fish and smelling like it. But us other people, that's very offensive. And you might walk out with oh God, I almost went. You might walk away with a couple of black eyes, walk away looking like a raccoon when we got finished. So I don't want to ramble on too long about that. But anyway, that was the gist of that episode. Tammy, you were disgusting. You were disturbing to my eyes to watch tonight. Well, whatever night I watched it. You were disturbing, okay? And you need all the help, prayer, counseling. You need your money back. Whatever you going ain't working. I think it's making you worse. Ain't nobody gonna want you with that attitude. And good luck to anybody who does get you. You just horrible. I don't even think it's a word for you, because that's how bad you were. And you just kept going at this girl over nothing. Like, really? Because you heard? And you won't trust. My thing is, who told you, Susie or Royce? You won't trust what either one of them chicks got to say? Especially Susie. Why would you trust with anything? Why would you believe anything that they say? So you just stupid. You're a loose cannon. I would have rather seen you in that water with the sharks. And I would have hoped they attacked you and bit your head off and everything else. I probably would have enjoyed that scene, because the way you acted that episode, I mean, if I were you, I'd be ashamed of myself. I would never show my face again, because it was just horrible. It was mean. It was degrading. It was everything negative. It was humiliating. I'm speechless at this point. I'm going on 20 minutes, y'all. Let me wrap this up. But yeah, that's the gist of this episode. Sorry, y'all. My speech, I know, is probably a little slurred or slow tonight. I'm just, tired. Took some NyQuil because my throat was, doing some things. My sinuses was acting up. But, y'all know the usual. Comment, rate, subscribe, share, like this video. Let me know what you think. Did I leave something out, or how did you feel about any part of this episode? I would like to know, because Tammy, I wanted to punch you in your face personally at least once. And then on this new episode, I think they show you taking the girl's purse. And it looks like she called the cops on you. I'm like, shoot, she about 5 episodes too late calling the cops on you. I probably would have called the cops on you after the first time you went off of me, because you a loose cannon. Ain't no telling what you about to do. You be hitting folks in the face if they look at you wrong, and you're just a crazy type of female. Like, you need to be behind bars. You like a cage animal, because that's how you act. So I'm looking forward to next week's episode to see how she handle, to see the whole thing. And then it look like you talk mess about her for doing that. I mean, what's she supposed to do? Just go out, just keep allowing you to hold her purse hostage? She ain't gonna fight you. Everybody don't fight to handle situations. Fool. So, get a crew and get a life and jump in the water with the sharks and stingrays. Alright. Well, if anything out, y'all let me know. Again, sorry for if this video caused difficulties, problems, if the sound is a little fuzzy or a little too loud or too low. Sorry, y'all. But thank you again. Alright, I'm going to bed. Night. Bye.